Hi guys, as you know we are making a series on Kotlin Basics for beginners, and in our last video we have learnt about while, do while and when statement in Kotlin. If you haven't checked that video you can go and check that out from our playlist, and today we are going to learn about how we can use for loop in Kotlin. So for this I have created a file for loop example, and in this I am creating a function main, and let's take it. So how we can write down the for loop in Kotlin. So as you know what is a loop, where and why we use loops. When you need to repeat some set of statements in your coding, or when you want to execute some set of statement multiple times, then we use loops. That's why we use while loop, do while loop or for loop. So for loop, for writing for loop in Kotlin, what we have to do is we have to use like this for I in, and then we have to use the range 1 to 10, right? And just simply we can write print, and we can name it I am for loop. Also I want to print the I in this. So to print the I can use it like this. In Kotlin we have the string concatenation. We can do it simply by using the dollar sign and the integer or whatever we want. In Java, as you have seen, like for to concat we have to use like plus sign, then we can use I, right? But in Kotlin we can simply do in a string, just simply use dollar sign and use I. And if you have to perform some operation or something you want to add, then you can use it like this and it will get printed, or I plus something like this. If you want to do it I plus 1, and you can do it like this. So we are not doing anything, so we can simply use I. So let me run it. As you know, till then it is running. As you know, in Java we write for loop like this, and I equals to 0, I less than 10, and I plus plus. So that's how you write a for loop till 10 in Java. Like you define int I, then you like define it should be less than 10, and then increment of 1. So this is how you define in Java. But in Kotlin, that's why we say Kotlin is an in less code, because in Kotlin you just need to define I in 1 to 10 and it will be printed like this. Like for I loop, I'm in for loop 1 2 3 5 6 8 9 and 10. So in this, as you see, like this is only incrementing, getting incremented by 1. If you want to increment it by 2, so we can simply use step, and in like if you want to increment it by 3, so we can simply define step and 3, it will get incremented by 3. So in output you will see 1 4 7 10. First it will print 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 3 7, and then 10. So this is how it works using like increment. And if you want, if you do like in when we were discussing about range, we told you like if you don't want to include the upper bound, then what we can do is I in 1 until, we can simply say 10. And let me remove this step and let's run it. You will see, okay, sorry, let me run it. So you will see it is only printed till 9 because 10 is not included. So another thing that you can do is this is an increment, but if you want to do the decrement in for loop in Kotlin, so what we have to do is we have to simply define it like this: I in from 10 and to before with the like we don't need to use until we have to use down to 1 because we want to decrement it to 1, and simply we will run it. So you will see from 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 it got decremented, right? And also if you want to decrement it with, like we have incremented with 2 or 3, you can simply do down to 1 step 2. That means it will decrement it by 2. So let me run it and you will see 10 8 6 4 2. You will see it will decrement it by 2. So that's how you can do it. And another example, if you want to make a simple, if you want to write a table, let me show it to you. Let me have a where we can have a number equals to 3, right? And here for I in 1 2 10, and to print the number, print the table of 3. Let me, what we can do is simply we have this, and let's use a dollar sign, that is number, and into what we have is I, sorry, I, and that's equals to dollar now number into we have I, and let's print it. So what it will do, it will print the table of 3 for us. So let it run. So yeah, 3 6 9 12 30. So this is how you can print the table of 3, guys. So guys, this is how the for loop in basically in Kotlin works. Also there is more about for loop. If you want to make a loop for each, when we are going to do it on list or arrays, we are going to learn more about it in our coming videos. But this is how the basics of for loop, and how you can use range in it, and how you can use increment, and how you can use down to, and how you can use step in a for loop, and how we use until to remove the upper bounds. So guys, this is it for today. This is it for loop in Kotlin. In our next videos we're going to learn more about another things in Kotlin, like functions, arguments, and other things, arrays, list, how we can use those things in Kotlin. So till then, cheers guys, and do let me know if you want me to make some videos on some specific topic in Kotlin. And till then, like, share and subscribe. Cheers guys, bye.